We all have moments in life where we're faced with a choice to keep going the same way we always have or to say yes to something new, something better. I'm Kat, and this is Say Yes with Kat, a podcast about exploring holistic health, mind, body, and soul. Together, we'll uncover the practices, stories, and insights that can help you live a more vibrant and empowered life, full color. Are you ready to say yes? Let's dive in. Hello, friends. Welcome to the 7th episode of Say Yes with Kat. Today, I've got a challenge. Trust me, you'll be grateful you accepted this one. It's all about how to strengthen the 8 pillars of holistic health in just 1 hour. Yes, all 8, 1 hour, no celery juice required, I promise. Spend a few minutes with me here, and I'm going to help you conquer this one. No sweat. You probably already know a little bit about my story. I was healthy, I was competing in triathlons, I had a successful career until I didn't. I experienced major burnout and ended up in the hospital with organ failure. This was when I became aware I needed to make a change. What I thought was healthy was not healthy for me. And that's when I discovered Qigong. Qigong. It means the cultivation of energy, and it's the root of traditional Chinese medicine. It changed my life. Through Qigong, I was able to build a better foundation. I had more balance in my mind and my body and my soul using Qigong movements and breath work. Once I established this foundation, I found that I was also able to set better boundaries, and I was really starting to feel better. But what I forgot is that I existed in a whole life. What I mean is I had to keep working a lot to keep this balance on track. Why? Because I live in a world, and that world impacts me day to day. That's when I discovered the 8 pillars of holistic health, and that's really what I'm trying to share and teach through this podcast. So the mind, the body, and the spirit is where I use Qigong. The other pillars are intellectual. Am I engaging my mind? Social. Do I have a network of family and friends that support my foundation? Financial. What is my relationship with money like? Occupational. Do I feel a sense of purpose with my work, and do I feel that it aligns with my core values? And last but not least, environmental. How am I existing in my space? But how am I existing and interacting with the environment and contributing to its sustainability? I found as I began to do work in each of these areas, it took less work for me to stay healthy and to feel good. This was why I wanted to make small changes. I wanted to begin to work in these 8 areas and strengthen them so that I could live a life of full color, one where I feel less stress, I have more energy, and it's easier to make all of that happen more often. Think about when we first start working out. We have to work extra hard to build those muscles, to get the endurance up there. But it's through those small repetitions that make it easier when it's time to face the race. I know my why behind being motivated to make these small changes. I want to live life full color. But what do you want? Why are you going to be motivated to make these small changes? Spend a few minutes, reflect, really define that for yourself. If I've done my job, right now you're sitting there thinking to yourself, all right, Kat, I probably need to make a few small changes to empower my health journey, and I want to know how I'm going to make them. How am I going to work on all 8 pillars in just 1 hour? Let me start by telling you, you are 100% able and capable of doing this because you're going to decide what changes feel like something you're able and capable of doing. Remember, this is all about taking small steps, your small steps, not mine. I know that you can do this. After you make these initial changes, if you ever have a hard time sustaining them, I want you to go back to your why. Remember why you wanted to feel empowered on this health journey. And if it's evolved a little bit, that's okay. You can always adapt your why to whatever keeps you progressing forward. Let's dive in. I'm going to tell you how I strengthen all 8 pillars in just 1 hour. First, I don't do this every day. You can, totally a big fan for it, but I like to do small changes. So I do my hour first thing on a Monday morning, and it's how I charge my week up. I start with physical health. Strengthening this pillar is anything that involves moving your body just enough to remind it that you still love it. For me, I get up in the morning, I'm still in my PJs. I will do a few minutes of gentle Qigong. So I am deep breathing in through my nose, slowly out through my mouth, asking my body, my mind, and my spirit just to kind of get back in connection here with the present. I will add a little bit of a slow stretch to help warm the body up as well. And that's it. Check mark, done. First pillar, way to start your day. The next pillar is pretty easy, our emotional health. It's really simple. Just check in. Ask yourself and reflect on how are you actually feeling. In this particular present moment, when you're doing this hour, how do you feel? And then put a hand on your heart and name it. What is that emotion that you have? If it's maybe more in the negative than the positive, you can follow that up with an affirmation or maybe something that helps you get back into a place of gratefulness. When all else fails, fake it till you make it and turn that frown upside down. Let's move on to the spiritual pillar. For some of us that might be praying, could be chanting up on a mountain. No need to do that unless it's your thing. For me, again, it starts with the breath work. I just sit and I take 3 deep breaths, and I'm using them to pull me into the present, to allow me to feel supported by the energy that's around me, and to move forward feeling more connected to that spirituality that I have faith in. Physical health, check. Emotional health, check. Spiritual health, check. Let's move into social. Now, small changes, right? A lot of us, when we are in our social brain, we send someone a quick text or maybe we connect with them on Facebook, but I'm looking for changes and I'm looking to strengthen my social health. Can we take it a little bit further? I've started sending voice memos to my friends and then they send one back to me and you start to hear all those little inflections and humor or the guest visitors from over their shoulder that want to contribute to the voice memo. So taking that existing social health that you have one step further. Another easy thing that you can do, smile like you mean it at the very first human being you see that day. You have no idea how life-changing this can be for people sometimes, just having a genuine smile come from a stranger. I mean, I'm smiling at you right now. So let's move on to intellectual health. This is what we do to get our mind to start thinking, but we're going to keep it simple. For me, it's just having a book of poetry laying around. Maybe I pick it up and I read a page. I might Google inspirational quotes for the day, maybe walk by my own fridge with all of those magnets that I've collected, or just look at the end of my tea bag. They all have tons of inspirational quotes that engage my mind and get me to start thinking about the truth that's out there. I want to move on to occupational health. This is a game changer for a lot of us. I started mine with what I call decluttering my calendar. And I asked myself a simple question. Do I know the value that I am representing in my meeting or in this incredibly long email thread? And if I can't answer that question, then I shouldn't be involved with it. It's going to take some time to adjust. You may have to reach out to meeting organizers and ask them that question. What value would you like me to bring to this meeting? I'm just sharing what I did. You do your jam, but you want to do something that helps you strengthen your occupational health, okay? Moving into environmental health. This is our space. It could be as simple as opening a window. How often do we do that now? You know, it could be raining outside and you can listen to the rain. Maybe it's looking over at your nightstand and tidying that up a little bit. Or I have to be honest, from time to time, I'm caught talking to my plants around the house. These are all ways that we can strengthen our environmental health pillar. Last but not least, financial health. Yes, very, very important pillar for us to keep healthy. I've started checking my bank account on a more regular basis. I use this feature that analyzes my budget. It keeps me honest about what I'm doing with my money, and I've added in an affirmation. Don't make fun of me. I'll share it with you. Here it is. I honor my resources, and I believe in my ability to grow them. It changes my relationship with money when I state this kind of statement out loud. The other thing that I'm going to recommend that's been a game changer for us is working towards a place where you can pay your credit card off weekly.
What?
Yep, weekly. Well, there you go, folks. All 8 pillars, 1 hour, 0 pressure. So here's your challenge for the podcast. I want you to pick 1 hour this week, and I want you to intentionally strengthen all 8 pillars. I gave you plenty of tools, a good number of ideas, but I'd love to hear what you end up doing. Empower us back. Like and subscribe to our channel and share the wealth of health. Please pass this along to your friends and family. And remember, this is your journey. It's all about taking these small, meaningful steps towards a healthier, happier you. Full color. Until next time, say yes to your well-being and take care.